Hello, I'm Mark Jenkins and welcome to my test studio in London. The idea of this studio is to include all the main methods of sound synthesis and keyboards and modules by all the main companies, so it's possible to compare one against another. Today we're looking at two new Eurorack modules by the company BEFACO, based in the wonderful city of Barcelona. And many of their modules are also available in kit form. These two are PERCUSSION, part of a modular percussion system, and LICH, a highly reprogrammable digital module. We'll just take these two out of the big system and put them in this small testbed modular. So now we've moved the BEFACO modules into this small testbed modular. These modules are both quite unusual. PERCUSSION is like having half a drum machine without having any of the audio sources, and LICH is highly programmable for completely different functions. So let's have a look at PERCUSSION first. As I mentioned, it's like the second half of a drum machine. You have 4 audio inputs, 4 trigger inputs, 4 volume levels, 4 envelope lengths, and outputs for audio and CV. So in effect, if you have a sequencer somewhere else and sound sources such as white noise or tune sources, PERCUSSION will be the back half of your drum machine, making the patterns you want using these sounds. So to demonstrate, let's just plug in 2 gates coming out of this small Division 6 mini sequencer and 2 audio sources coming out of Erica Synths modules, one a low tuned perhaps bass sound and one a white noise source. Let's just turn up the volumes on these and see what we're getting. So that's a deep, maybe bass drum sound. Let's now fade up the second channel with the white noise. Now I'm going to show how you can change the envelope length on each of those using the PERCUSSION. So you have completely flexible mixing of the volume and envelope length for the first 2 channels. By the way, there's a choke between channels 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This is the effect of not allowing one channel to play if the other is playing. And you might find it useful to be able to change the length of the white noise cymbal sound like this. Well, of course that becomes possible because you have CV control of the envelope length. So let's just connect that to an LFO. And now we have envelope length on the second white noise source, which varies according to what the LFO is doing. So we've seen 2 of the 4 channels working on PERCUSSION. At the base of the module, as well as the controlling CV inputs for envelope lengths, you have voltage outputs for the envelopes, so you can apply exactly the same envelope to another module. You also have 4 audio outputs. If you plug into the 4th one, you get all the 4 sounds coming out, or you can patch them in individually. The final option on PERCUSSION is called strength. You can use another voltage to give an accent wherever you want. So that's PERCUSSION by BEFACO. Costs and contacts flashing up now. It's a useful module If you want to have percussion patterns within your modular system and have a sequencer, you don't need to buy and connect an external drum machine. So it integrates percussion patterns more closely with what you're doing with other modules. Have a look at the Lich review as well to hear PERCUSSION playing through a couple of effects. Well, that's the end of that feature. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There'll be a lot more to come.